Good afternoon from Yami BTV. Wishing you all well, of course, right? So, this topic is up for debate, discussion, and your opinions are going to be very interesting to me, right? And this is not the first time I've been allowed privileged access to information on complaints and potential investigations that are going on right now in our sport in this country, football, boxing, and all that kind of stuff, right? So Liverpool, Newcastle, Manchester, but we start with Manchester today. And it's also worth remembering that nothing's been proven until they've been found guilty. But they are ongoing investigations, and I have 10 complaints that I've looked at already. And this starts from the last time I was at an event, and it involved Fleetwood gym, which was in Blackpool on this night, right? And I don't like hostile environments. I don't go out to look for trouble or nothing like that. But I've got a lot of ties to all major cities, especially with sports events, right? On this particular night, the three fights that took place is everybody was convinced that this one fighter won in all three fights, definitely, but the judges gave it to the other side. And we know Fleetwood Gym, they do have ties to the English Council now. The ghetto, we talk about the deprived areas, the ghetto areas, Wivenshaw, Partington, Cheetham Mill, Moss Side, all those places there, right? These are the things that are really interesting. And in this particular investigation, though it never happened in front of my eyes, they in the complainants, and there's 10 complaints on this, Stuart Mann, who is involved with Fleetwood, suggestions of lying in his pockets and that kind of stuff. But I never saw none of that, and I don't know none of that. I'm just telling you what I'm reading, okay? Outside and ringside that night, the judges, the old cliques, 30 years going on, eating food at ringside while the fight's going on, asking for money and envelopes for travel expenses, and that I believe you should be doing those for free. And from the deprived areas, it would seem, from what I've seen, is that the real fighters, the ones that are winning these contests, are being pushed aside for the blue-eyed boys that are from a different side of town that seem to have the upper hand, and it's who knows who, kind of, you scratch my back, I scratch yours. But the only thing when you do this, and if you do it, is that if you give it to the wrong fighter, when you was going to fight in Liverpool or Newcastle, you was getting weighed in. But if you'd have left it with the boxers that won on those nights, they might have represented that side of the north of England, Northwest Open Manchester, much better. So the potential of killing fighters' dreams, and this is in football as well, right? I've never talked about these subjects, right? You're killing their dreams where they got all the talent, and it's going to waste because of suggested corruption in our boxing, yeah? What does it do? It brings them back on the streets committing crimes, and it leaves the ones that they're backing and that to go only as far as they can go before they really get found out, and that kind of stuff. There's a lot on the line here, but my eyes seem to be opening. That, and I've heard this, and I do see now why Chris Eubank and much other ex-boxers get the ump about certain things with promoters and the way it's done. Maybe they know what I might be seeing now as well. Is it time for the boxers to be the judges and not the old clique and the old lot from way back in the day that really might not be in it for the right reasons? Because boxers know, don't they? They know that this has happened and that's happened and that, but you know that most of them will do it fairly. Otherwise, it will be hypocritical with the majority of complaints that have come out from boxers about their managers and promoters in later life where they got taken in and ad over and that kind. But my thing is this, on this topic here, it's destroying the kids' dreams, mate. You're leaving them no things. It was quite clear to me at that event that what everybody was saying, it looked like it was going to kick off. I said, please get me out of here, you lot. It's a lot of emotional tension when you've got guys training guys in the back streets of the ghettos and deprived areas, and to see that justice is not prevailing. And this is not the first one I'm not going to mention because nothing's been proven yet. I never saw nobody exchange money and that kind of stuff, but it is in the reports. It is in the reports. So it'd be interesting to see how these investigations go. But I'm asking you, is it really a feature these days in football? I remember when I was little, right? You used to get you get all of us lot from the deprived ghetto areas who couldn't really afford the right football boots, the shorts and things and that. And then you get the ones who got good parentage and good, well, they got money and they could get a nice kit, they look slick and weren't all that good, but they went on to be professional football or semi-pros or at that level when they got chosen first out of some of the guys that I was around. There was a couple of guys, remember I told you that they made it, Mark Steen and Richard Cadet. But there was many more that I thought was better than them and better than some people that are on the training ground now that made it. No, is it that they just, it's who the cap fits, let them wear it. And if you're part of the old, you scratch mine, I scratch yours, and I'll do that. But it's no good. It's killing people's dreams. So I'm going to keep my eye on this inquiry. But no, Manchester, I was there that night. And I swear to you, I totally agreed that every single fight went a bloody wrong way. And it was blatantly obvious as well, right? So more on this to come, and I will get round to Newcastle and Liverpool. But remember, nothing's been proven yet. But there are complaints on the table and there are big inquiries. Is there going to be a big scandal coming out soon, all right? Keep your eyes open for this one.